Welcome to part 2 of this crochet top tutorial. In part 1 I made all the panels and assembled the top. Now I show you how to finish the armholes for extra coverage, how to add a smooth contrast edging around the neckline and how to make the back ties. Let's finish this top together. This is where I finished in part 1. All the panels are ready and sewn together. This is what the top looks like with all the panels sewn together. On the right side, you can already see the finished result. You might have a small gap here, and that's completely fine. Now I show you how to finish the armholes. Once we finish the edging, everything will line up nicely. You can see that the opening is much smaller now. First, I show you how I joined all the pieces together at this small section here. Make sure you are sewing the panels together on the wrong side. I turn it right side out, and here's what the seam looks like. I use this small section to show you how I join the panels together. First, attach your yarn. Unless you already have a yarn tie left from one of the panels, like I do here. I'm going to start on this side because I have a longer yarn tie here. There are a few different ways to do this, but this is my favorite. I start by making one chain. I usually go under all 4 loops, but you can also go through just 2 loops like this. And then just make slip stitches all the way across. This gives you a softer, less noticeable seam. Personally, I like to go under all 4 loops and use single crochets, but feel free to do whatever works best for you. This is how I join all the panels together. Now that all the panels are joined together, let's finish the armholes. The rows run in this direction here. And I work all the way around, making about 2 half double crochets into each row. I want a little more coverage under the arm. So for the first 6 rows, I work about 9 half double crochets instead of 12. After that, I work 2 half double crochets into each row around the rest of the armhole. I ended up with about 96 half double crochets all the way around. I start with 1 chain stitch. Then I continue with half double crochets all the way around. You can mark the first stitch with a stitch marker so it's easier to see where the round begins. I come back to the stitch and join the round here with a slip stitch. Then I continue with half double crochets all the way around. You can clearly see the two openings in each row here, and that's where I'm placing my half double crochets. Just at the beginning and the end of the armhole, I recommended skipping an opening in every other row for about 5 rows. Normally, I'd place a half double crochet in this opening, but I'm skipping it and working into the next one instead. I'm working into this opening, then this one, and then I will skip the next opening again. You can skip a few openings like this and then go back to working 2 half double crochets into each row. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. I keep working like this all the way around the armhole. I've reached the end of the round and now I make a slip stitch to join it. Let me just remove the stitch marker, and that's the first round of half double crochets finished. In the next round, I work 6 half double crochets, then 1 half double crochet 2 together, and repeat that all the way around. And now I show you how to do that. I start with 1 chain stitch, yarn over, and now I work into each stitch until I reach my first crease. I'm working 6 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I'll make an half double crochet 2 together. To make half double crochet 2 together, yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over one more time and pull through all 5 loops. Then I work another 6 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then another half double crochet 2 together. Yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over one more time and pull through all 5 loops. I keep repeating 6 half double crochets and 1 half double crochets, 2 together, all the way around the armhole. I'm at the end of round now, so I join it a slip stitch. I start again with 1 chain stitch. In this round, we work 5 half double crochets, then 1 half double crochet 2 together all the way around. So I make 5 half double crochets, then I work half double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches. Yarn over and make your first half double crochet. 1. You can place a stitch marker in the first stitch so you don't lose the beginning of the round. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Then I work half double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches. I keep repeating 5 half double crochets and 1 half double crochet 2 together all the way around the armhole. Now I'm ready to work the final round. I start with 1 chain stitch again. In this final round I work 8 half double crochets. Then I work half double crochets 2 together over the next 2 stitches. So I work 8 half double crochets, then 1 half double crochet 2 together, and repeat that all the way around. Alright, let's get started. Half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now half double crochet 2 together. Oops, let's do that again. And I continue repeating this pattern all the way around. The final round is complete, so I can fasten off now. And the sleeve is finished. I turn it right side out so you can see the final result. This is how it looks from the front. And this is how it looks from the back. Next, I show you how to neatly finish the neckline and add ties like these that wrap around the neck. The final edging will be brown, but first I work one round in beige to create a smoother transition between the colors. I'm attaching my yarn here. I start with one chain stitch, then work one single crochet into each opening along the edge of the top. This way I have a clean row of stitches along the edge, which will make it much easier to join the brown yarn neatly. Now I continue working single crochets all the way around the neckline. I have reached the front of the neckline now. Here we already have regular stitches, so it's easy to work single crochets into them. You can already see how nice and clean the edge looks. Now I continue working single crochets around the rest of the neckline and along the back. I finished the front and this side of the neckline, so now I continue working single crochets along the other side. I've reached the end, so I joined around with a slip stitch. I joined brown yarn here. For a cleaner color change, I joined this round a little differently. So when I insert my hook into the stitch for the slip stitch, I don't pull through the beige yarn. Instead, I join the brown yarn and pull that through. There we go. Now I can tie these yarn tiles together and I'll weave in all the ends later. Now that the brown yarn is attached, I can cut the beige yarn. With the brown yarn, I continue working single crochets, but only into the back loop of each stitch. I'm not working under both loops this time. I'm only inserting my hook into the back loop and making a single crochet. Not under both loops, just into the back loop. I continue working single crochets into the back loops only all the way around the neckline. I reach the point where I want to finish, so I stop here and fasten off. I pull this through to the wrong side and hide it there. And this is what the brown neckline edging looks like. And this is how it looks from the front. Now it's time to make the back ties using the brown yarn. I'm starting with a long chain. Don't forget that you need 2 of these. My chain is 110 stitches long and it's long enough to tie comfortable. I'm start working slip stitches, 1 in each chain. This gives the tie a cleaner look and make it much steadier. The first tie is finished. I'll fasten off, cut the yarn and make a second one the same way. This is where I attach the first tie on the inside. And the second tie will be attached here. And that's it. The back ties are finished and ready to be tied. The neckline is quite deep, so if you'd like to wear a bra with this top, you can add a small panel here for a bit more coverage. I show you what it looks like on the wrong side. I made a small rectangle here. 12 half double crochets wide and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows tall. You can then sew it into place right here. And that's it. Your top is finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and had fun making this project with me. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching and I see you in the next tutorial. Happy crocheting!